Good morning from Antigua Capilla. Today we're hitting the streets of San Miguel de Allende to show you what it's like to walk around here. I'm going to buy a brand new valve to replace our leaky valve that we have in our laundry room and some moss for our nativity scene that we're going to set up at the bed and breakfast. So come along. We just stepped out at Antigua Capilla bed and breakfast, and as you can see, we are on a pedestrian alley. Now, it's not fully pedestrian because it's wide enough for motorcycles to drive through here, so we do have to keep an eye out for those motorcycle drivers, and it seems like more and more these days there are an increasing amount of motorcycle drivers, so we just have to keep a lookout and stay attentive. I'm testing out our new DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I can connect this camera to a mic, like a lav mic or one of those mics that you've seen us wear on other videos, but I wanted to test out its internal mics to see how much of the ambient noise it picks up. And this is just an experiment here, trying out our new microphone, our new camera here, to see if it's necessary to use the lav mics or not. But I'm going to turn around the camera here and show you what the sidewalks look like here in San Miguel de Allende. You really have to watch your step, because the sidewalks are not just continuously straight and smooth. There's steps, there's ramps, there's all kinds of things. And if you're not careful, you're going to easily trip. And it's really easy to want to look around, especially if you're visiting a new spot for the first time. But you really have to keep your eyes peeled and on the swivel, as they say, for traffic, for obstacles. Like, look at this, for example. The sidewalk abruptly ends. Then there's a little barrier there, so you literally have to go onto the street and then back onto the sidewalk, and then it's going to be okay for a while, but then you might encounter some utility covers that are missing, or dog poop, or steps, etc. So you just have to be careful. Another thing is sidewalks are really narrow, so half the time you're just walking on the street. They're only wide enough for one person, and we're constantly zigging and zagging to allow other pedestrians to pass us and to pass other people that are standing on the sidewalks. Some interesting things you might want to know about walking on sidewalks is usually the more agile person walks on the exterior side of the sidewalk. And I'm going to pause here to show you the step again. Look at this. Well, you literally have to step down and then step down again and then continue. And then did you notice that motorcyclist that was just driving there and texting on his phone while driving? That's also very common here. Anyway, back to the etiquette of walking on sidewalks. You have to remember that the most agile person walks on the outside. So that could be somebody who's younger than you. You just have to make a quick judgment and determine who is going to be walking on the outside of the street and who's going to be taking the inside. So remember, elderly people will always tend to stay closest to the wall, no matter what side of the street they're walking on. So it's not right side, left side. No, it's elderly people will stand closest to the wall. Also, if you're a woman and you're encountering a man walking in the opposite direction, then typically the man will let you scooch over to the wall side of the sidewalk, and he'll walk on the outside edge of the sidewalk, which is presumably the more dangerous portion of the sidewalk. And also, if you are walking as a couple, man and woman, then the same thing. The woman will always be on the wall side of the sidewalk, and the man will stand on the edge of the sidewalk, even if you cross the street. So if you cross the street to the other side of the street, then you would switch sides, and the woman would continue walking nearest the wall, and the man will then switch to the side closest to traffic. Okay, so we've made it down the street. We are going first to the artisan market The front part of the artisan market is a market where you'll find fruits, veggies, some hardware things. I might be able to find the valve there too. If not, I'm gonna have to go down to the hardware store. But first stop is going to be the mosque for our nativity scene that we're building at Antigua Capilla. So we're almost there. The name of this market is Ignacio Ramirez. It's been here for half a century, and I'm about to walk in. Okay, so I'm entering the shop now. I'm looking for the mosque. Don't see it yet. Buenos días. ¿Dónde puedo encontrar heno? Heno.
¿Heno?
Sí.
¿Aquí con ella?
Sí, gracias. Hola, buenos días. Me gustaría llevar tal vez estos dos bultitos de heno. ¿Cuánto cuesta? 20, perfecto. ¿20 cada uno?
Ajá.
Ok.
3 por 50.
Ok, 3. Gracias. You get all kinds of veggies here. Nice and fresh. ¿En dónde consigue usted sus vegetales? En Celaya. Oh. Yeah. ¿Sabes si
¿Qué que se le ofrezca?
No, nada más. Sí estaba buscando dónde comprar una válvula. Hay
¿Válvula para qué?
para cerrar y abrir agua. Sí, sí, una llave.
Aquí la ferretería.
¿En dónde?
Aquí está la esquina.
¿En la esquina?
Está la tortillería.
Sí.
Luego enseguida sigue una dulcería y luego enseguida.
¿Aquí subiendo o
Aquí.
¿Quién es? Ah, ok, gracias.
Sí.
Hasta luego. Well, that was easy. We just barely walked into the market and found what we needed. And the lady said that we can find a hardware store nearby where I can buy the valve that I need. So, looking around to see where that might be. She said it would be past the tortilleria, which is right there on the corner. Maybe it's right past there where the van is blocking my view. So I'm going to cross the street and see what I find. Well, that's a... Here it is. Buenos días. Estoy buscando una válvula así más o menos como esta. Pero de buena calidad, que me dure, por favor.
Pero, o sea, para la galleta que tienes pregunta.
Como este es marca Urrea, es mejor que
¿Sí?
Poste.
Ok, muy bien.
258.
50. ¿Te puedo pagar con tarjeta?
Efectivo o transferencia solamente.
Ok. Entonces, efectivo, porfa. 250.
58, por favor.
58.
Ujú.
Cuenta. Y 70. ¿No?
12 de cambio.
Muchas gracias.
Hasta luego.
Adiós. Adiós. Ah, ¿me regala una notita, por favor?
Así, claro.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Adiós. Just like that, my errands are over. I got some moss, 3 bundles for 50 pesos, so that's about $3 at today's exchange rate, maybe a little bit less. And then I bought a valve to replace our old leaky valve, and the total for that was 258 pesos. So it's around $15 for a brand new valve. not as cheap as it used to be. I remember being able to buy valves like this for under $5. Now we're talking, we're starting our 18th year living in Mexico now, so of course things have gotten a little more expensive, but for the most part it's really reasonable. Oh, I was heading back up to the house, but maybe I'll take a little detour to show you where we are located with respect to other points of interest and landmarks. Are actually not that bad. As you can see, it took us, how many minutes have I been recording? I would say maybe 6 minutes to walk down to the market, and then from here it's probably only another 5 minutes to walk to the square. So I'm gonna try to do that for you really quickly before I head back home, and then we'll finish up the video there. So again, I'm walking on the middle of the street because it's just a lot easier to do that sometimes. There's less obstacles, less people to navigate around, and it's just, as long as there's no vehicles coming up behind us. But check this out. If you need some tortillas, some veggies, you can just come down the street and help yourselves. Obviously, cactus plant is very common here. We are in a semi-desert environment, and cactus is a staple for many people that live in this region. So a lot of times you'll see people selling that kind of stuff on the streets. We're walking through the civic plaza here. It looks like they're setting up a tent, probably to sell Christmas things. Today is the 7th, I believe, 7th or 8th. Oh, today's 8th. Today is our anniversary, our 17-year anniversary of moving to Mexico. Exactly 17 years ago, we made the permanent move. That's kind of an exciting benchmark for us. And so now we're exiting the Civic Plaza. Again, gotta watch out for these stairs. I'm on the main sidewalk and have to navigate stairs and people. And we just have to stay alert and make sure that we don't fall on our asses. Little mom and pop shop here. Some of you from the New York area might know them as bodegas. Very, very common in San Miguel and in all of Mexico. And now I'm walking by the San Francisco church. I'm going to turn around here and show you what that looks like. I'm kind of up close to it, so it's really hard to appreciate it. It's a classic Spanish Baroque style that's common in Mexico from the colonial period. And this is funny. They like these trees and they cut them, but they're barely high enough for me. I'm 6'3", and today I'm able to walk underneath these trees. But typically, after they've grown for a few weeks, they start growing down, and there's no way that I could walk on the sidewalks where the trees are. And right behind me there's a tour starting up, and in front of me there's some salespeople. Hola, buenos días. Qué bonito, qué bonito. Ay, muchas gracias. ¿Va a estar aquí todo el día? Okay, gracias. So people come from all parts of Mexico to sell their arts. Mexico is really rich in folk art. And I've just entered the pedestrian section, by the way. Just behind me you see somebody trying to sell something there, and they're forbidden to walk in the pedestrian section of San Miguel. It's really controlled by the municipality. You have to have a permit to be able to sell in this part of the city. But as I was saying, the country is filled with all these kinds of regions that produce exquisite folk art. And oftentimes you'll see some of those people come to San Miguel to sell what they make. And since we live here, we prefer taking road trips to these different places and going to the artisans' houses and workshops and buying directly from there. But if you only have a few days, you should take advantage of the availability that already exists in San Miguel de Allende. And check it out, we've made it to the main plaza, which is known as El Jardín here. El Jardín Allende. But all the locals just call it El Jardín. And the church in the background. So from the B&B to the church, stopping at the market to buy a couple of things at a couple of different shops, we took approximately, what a beautiful tree, 17 minutes to do that. Look at this tree that they set up. Gorgeous. This tree was erected a couple of days ago, and the lighting of the tree occurred on Friday, last Friday, so it's been about 3 days. And I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Just wanted to show you a quick walkabout, testing out my new Osmo Pocket 3 camera. Not sponsored in any way, it's just a new toy that we have. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.